So you're looking to access your equity and you might need some cash, but which option might be better? Getting a refinance or doing a HELOC, a home equity line of credit? Now, my answer is actually yes, and I'll explain what I mean by that in just one sec. But I'll share with you what makes more sense depending on your situation and how it might work. By the way, my name is Sam Kwak, one half of the Kwak Brothers, a certified financial education instructor and an investor, and I've been teaching finance for almost a decade now, and I also own a financial services company and a firm myself. And so in this video, we're gonna compare what is better, refinancing or getting a HELOC when it comes to accessing your equity, but also show you how you could do both at the same time. So first, let's go and talk about when you might want to consider getting a HELOC instead of just a regular refinance. If you were one of those lucky individuals back in 2020, 2021, when the interest rates dropped like a rock down to nearly 2%, if you're one of those individuals, then getting a HELOC might make more sense. So back in 2021, the interest rates were as low as 2%, 2.5%. The lowest I personally seen is 2.1% on a mortgage, which is super duper low. I mean, basically free money at that point. If you're in that situation, getting a refinance makes almost no sense whatsoever, especially in this current climate. It really doesn't make sense to refinance your 2% or 3% mortgage into a 6% mortgage, which would obviously increase your monthly payment, but increases your overall interest cost, your total interest percentage, so it's not the best idea. But we also know that over the last 4 years, we've also seen the majority of the real estate markets appreciate 20, 30, 40, 50%. And so we saw home values skyrocket, which gives you a ton of equity. So if you're in that situation where your interest rates are really low and your mortgages are at 2, 3, 4%, then it makes more sense to get a second lien position HELOC, where of course the interest rates are gonna be higher at 6, 7, or 8. Now, the beautiful thing about a HELOC is that you only pay interest on what you borrow. So if you were to get a HELOC limit, say $50,000, you're not paying interest on all $50,000. You're only paying interest cost on whatever you decide you want to borrow. And of course, you can always pay it back. And therefore, you don't owe any interest on a $0 balance. And this is why I love HELOCs, is because they're very versatile. You can quickly convert it to cash and you have access to them typically for the next 5, 10, 20 years. Now, when would it make sense to do a cash out refinance or just a regular refinance overall? Now, an obvious scenario is that if you bought a home in the last 2 years and the interest rates are at 6, 7, 8, or even 9% interest rate, then yes, it might make sense to refinance when the rates are decreasing. Now, at the time of this recording, we are already seeing mortgage rates come down, and we may anticipate to see it come down even further later down this year. So in that scenario, it might not make sense just to get a HELOC, but convert the entire mortgage down to a lower interest rate refinance loan. Therefore, it decreases your monthly payment and reduces the overall interest cost that you're gonna pay throughout the next 20, 30 years. Now, my big caution when it comes to this approach is that if you're 2 or 3 years into your mortgage, if you go and get another brand new 30-year mortgage, just remember that in the last 2 years, you've been making a lot of interest payment. By getting another 30-year refinance mortgage, you've now kicked the can down the road, essentially, quote unquote, and you've elongated the amount of time you're paying down your mortgage, therefore the total interest cost as well. Now, I did make a separate video as to when does it make sense to refinance from the overall interest cost perspective. I'll leave the link to that video in this video's description down below so that you can learn about the costs and the benefits of refinancing overall. Now, the third option, which actually isn't my secret option, but the third option is to, yes, refinance, and after you're done refinancing, you can also get a second lien position HELOC. Now, there are some banks and lenders that allow you to do both at the same time, where not only do you refinance your main mortgage into a lower interest loan, but at the same time, they'll give you a second lien position HELOC at the same time at the time of closing. One example is an 80-20 loan where 80% LTV, loan to value, is a first lien position mortgage, and the 20% LTV comes from in the form of a home equity line of credit. So yes, that is possible where you can get both a mortgage refinance done and get a HELOC at the same time. Again, not all banks do this, but there are banks and lenders that do have these types of programs where you can do at the same time. Now, for the fourth option, which I kind of see this as a secret option, is you can get something called a first lien position HELOC. And that essentially is a refinance where you take the existing mortgage and turn the entire thing into a first lien position HELOC, a home equity line of credit. Now, when it comes to a first lien HELOC refinance, the earlier rule applies where obviously if you have a higher interest rate mortgage, say 8 or 9%, and you want to bring it down to maybe a 6 or 7% first lien position HELOC, that obviously is going to help you save money pretty much right away by reducing the interest cost and the payments you make every single month. And the reason why I love the first lien position HELOC rather than just the mortgage and second lien HELOC at the same time is that as you pay down the first lien position HELOC at a lower interest rate, you have a larger access to your equity, right? A substantially larger limit that you're able to use for emergencies and investment opportunities. So for my people who love to invest in real estate, this is a great vehicle and a tool that gives you access to cash to then deploy it to invest in certain opportunities that will further your wealth and your overall finances. Now, of course, obviously I discourage you from using your first lien HELOC or any money whatsoever on a trip to Vegas or buying a boat, a depreciating, liability or asset. Obviously, I would see those as less than optimal or desirable financial decisions. But as long as you're using the capital for investments and assets, then yeah, I'm totally open to that idea, even from a finance professional. So my goal for this video was to really show you the thought process as to which option might make more sense for you. If you have a lower interest rate already, then a second lien position HELOC just might make sense just from the interest cost perspective. If you already have a high interest mortgage, then refinancing into a traditional mortgage with a lower rate, or refinancing into a first lien HELOC, which a lot of times the interest rates are going to be comparable to your traditional conventional mortgages that you may see. So those are some of the options you have and how you might decide. Of course, I'm giving you some ways to think about it, but if this video was extremely helpful and if it helped you anyway, please leave your comments down below. Leave us a thumbs up for the algorithm. And of course, if you have any questions or other videos that you're interested in watching, check them out in our channel. So with that said, we'll see you in the next video. Take care.